And we're live right now on Passt X Balestier Khalsa after a long wait because the boys had matches to play. And with me, as you can see, got Emmeric Ong on my right, Ignatius on my left. How are you guys doing?
We're good. I think recently we are on a good run as a team, and I think the whole mood around the team is very positive. Yeah,
Personally, how are you doing?
personally, as in playing wise, I think recently I played the game against Young Lions, so I think it's been a while since I had my last start. I think I did pretty okay, and importantly was that the team won. Yeah, I think I haven't get as many wins as I wanted, but I think that I played my fair share this season, and yeah, it's good to have the team.
Okay, we'll get to that soon as well. Iggy, how are you feeling personally? Like, health, your health wise, mentally,
I think personally,
outside football.
I feel fine, and I think still a bit bothered by past performance. Like we were chatting before the show, few chances that came very close to scoring.
Yeah.
I didn't take a chance, so trying to work on it.
Okay. And Emric, oh, we got first comment, Madhu. He says my two favorite players. Anything you guys want to say, Madhu?
I think I have known Manu since you were young. Manu and I are from the same batch. Yeah, so I think I've known him for a long time. So I think we always have this banter going around in around the club. Like, yeah, so hi Manu.
You?
Yeah, I haven't seen Madhu actually since morning because he always asks for breakfast, but when we leave the car park, he's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, so I don't know.
That's nice and interesting story. So Emric, of course I know you for a very long time.
Yeah.
Those who do not know, I know Emric for a very long time as well. Before I'm not sure at that time were you already a footballer? You were in your teens for sure. I was near the end of my so-called career. I wasn't playing much anymore because of my injury, and then you were playing street football with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and due to that, our acquaintance, you actually also played for my team that I formed.
Correct.
Yeah, and also through that, you kind of gave me a hint that you could be coming here to Balestier Khalsa in a private chat. So, how did this move materialize?
I think because all along I was very close to Yi and Wai Yeah, so I think they've been here for a few years, Wai Ming for a long years.
Yeah.
Then I think there was once I was nearby the Fire Stadium, and I think they were just around in the training group. So they asked me to just come over to hang out with them for a while. So I had some time, so I came to hang out with them. And coincidentally, I think Darwin was around in the training group too. So I think we just had a casual chat about what my plans for next season, I think maybe he was just like jokingly asking me if I wanted to come over. And of course, I was just saying, like, of course, if you want me here, I'll come over, you know. Yeah, so I think it started off with something more like-hearted, yeah. But I think after that, I think when we met, I think I saw Darwin at the awards night at the end of the season, and I think Darwin told me that he'll contact me soon. So I think from then on, we got into more serious talk about the possibility of me coming here.
Okay. And Iggy, were you delighted when you saw Emric unveiled as a new signing? Here we go.
I mean, like, I've known Emmeric for many, many years, so we were teammates, roommates. Eventually, halfway through, went to different clubs. And then, I mean, it's nice to be back with him again.
How many years ago?
Probably, we were probably about 3 months.
But the last time we were in the same team was in Forest 2019. Okay. Yeah, so after that, I went to Hong Kong and he went to Tanapaka. Yeah, so that was about from 2019 to this year, about 4 years.
Okay. And so the season has gone on. I think we're reaching near the end of the season now. For the both of you, what do you make of your season so far? Okay, let's go with Iggy first. 'Cause I think you spoke about it already.
I mean, now the team has been doing very well, as you all can see. And I mean, I'm also quite happy that I get to play a little bit of part of the match also and to contribute. Even though I mentioned during earlier in the show that I missed my chance, but I mean, whenever I'm called upon, Coach Peter, I'll just try to give my best and ultimately it's the team first.
Okay. And yourself, Yuri?
I think like for me when I spoke about just my playing time this year, I think it's not as much as I wanted, but I think whenever I'm called upon, I try to do my best for the team. And importantly, whenever I play hopefully most of the time we've won and so it's importantly it's for the team. So even when I'm not playing, in training, we try to make it as hard as possible for the first team. So we try to push them so that when they do well in the matches, even though I don't play, we feel that we've done our part for the team.
And how do you feel about what do you think you need to do to get more minutes on the club?
I think of course it's important to give your all in training. I think Coach Peter is someone who recognizes when he sees that you put in effort. So I think it showed when previously in the previous game where Manu was suspended and he gave me a chance to play. So I think I repaid his faith in me, and he spoke to me and told me that I played well. So I think he's someone who is very transparent in what he thinks. He doesn't hide his thoughts. So it's something that I think he has good relationship with all the players.
Okay. And yourself, Vicky, what do you think you need to do to play more games? Or more, at least more minutes of pitch?
I think I mentioned Coach Peter is straightforward. He tells you what he needs of you. And obviously on my side, on myself, I will need to show him that during training that I can also play a part in the team. And like recently, there's things ongoing, there's injuries, there's suspension, and I just need to stay ready and also that call upon I'm ready.
Okay. Let's get to the comments. Lingesh was one of our most regular commentators all the way from London. Hi guys, how is everyone? After that, Adit Matthew was just here. Good to see the pair. I think he didn't. It's not good to see me. Yusuf saying, these two are my idol, but nobody can replace my childhood hero Madhu. You guys know him? Maybe not.
He's a senior,
Okay. Test one is saying just started to support Balestier this year and all the matches so far are very exciting. Results never confirmed till final whistle. Yes, exactly true. It's been thrill a minute and thankfully results have been in our favor as well. Last season we've also had quite some thrilling games, right? But a lot of times results went against us, right? Yeah. So this time is going for us. So that's something good and hopefully it keeps happening. And of course, the club now is in good form. You both mentioned it already. Good form, everyone's in good spirits. And okay, you guys have not played as much minutes as you like. You've been on the bench, come off the bench, you've started games and there have been suspensions and injuries. How does Peter keep everyone involved in this project so that even those who don't get as many minutes, you feel involved and when you come on a pitch, you make a contribution.
I think like I said previously, I think Coach Peter is been very transparent about what he wants from players. So whenever we speak to him individually or as a team, he will tell us what he expects of us. So even though we are not starting, we know that we have an important role to play. And like I said in training, the second team always gives first team a hard time. So sometimes we even win the first team in some sparring matches. So sometimes it goes to show that we are pushing them so that when in games when they win, we feel the satisfaction as well because we correct. So we feel that like we make them not keep them on their toes so that in any case that some of them don't perform, we know that we're ready to step up and Coach Peter also have faith in us in the second teams.
Yourself, Mickey?
Yeah. I think I learned from one coach that he says that in the team, only we by ourselves, each other can make each other better. So like what Emmeric said, I think during
Who's
training,
that coach?
can't really remember. Yeah, I remember. I just remember this thing that he said because like to be better, it's only you and I make each other better. So I think like what coach, like what Emmeric said, I think during training we give each other a hard time so that when during the match we will not look out of place. And I think Coach Peter has set that intensity during training, and to be honest, I think no one no one is let off in training. Young or old, local or foreigner, he gives it to you if he thinks that you are slacking or maybe during training he thinks that this player is getting complacent. And I think many a times if I recall during training he'll stop the training halfway, gather us and remind us again and put us on the spot and tell us that now we're in a very good position, the club's in a good position, don't throw this away, don't get complacent, don't get sloppy. So, yeah, and I mean, we were also talking during for the show that even during recovery training sessions, even the simplest,
You got to share this. Tell.
I mean, like even the simplest training session, which is meant to be a recovery session, is also intense. The intensity is there. He demands from us. So I think that's the mentality and the mindset he set within the players and within the club and within us. So it rubs off all of us.
Okay. On that point as well, I think maybe Emmeric, you share the story about Peter being bloody playing football tennis, not tennis, right? No,
Football tennis.
football tennis.
Okay, I think there was once because usually the day after the game we will have some football tennis at the Fire Stadium here.
Okay.
We will usually get groups of two or groups of three. So Coach Peter has his usual, which is a Wailu and Madu. Yeah, so usually they will have that team against the rest of us. Yeah, so there was once we were playing, and I think Coach Peter usually wears his cap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he turns it away to the other side, and so usually when he hits the ball, I think that day maybe there was some part of the cap had a cut on his forehead. I think so he was bleeding on his forehead, and we were looking at him, we were thinking like, okay, maybe he'll stop, we'll take a rest or what. But he told us that like, no, we just keep going, we just keep going. I think from then on we felt that he's someone who is really very committed and he's very very competitive. I mean, as professional athletes, we want the whole team to be competitive because we want to win, because we should play to win. Yeah. So I think he has that mentality that he rubs it off on us, so now whenever we play, it makes us very motivated to try to beat him. Okay. Because we know if we win a point off him, we can see that he's very unhappy. So sometimes we want to do that more often. Yeah.
And what's the results been so far? Has he been winning all the time, or are there really close challenges?
Most of the time, I'll say maybe about 70 to 80% of the time they win, but there are a few one-off incidents where another team wins. Yeah,
So they
it's not there, correct. So when he doesn't win, you can see the unhappiness on his face. So that's what satisfies us sometimes.
Which team is the closest to this team, Peter's team?
It's hard to say because the rest of us usually mix up, but usually Coach Peter is either with Wailun in groups of two, is either with Wailun or Madu or the three of them together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now questions or comments as well. Chantal Spindler saying we love Peter Diru. Yes, he's doing a great job. Peter. Lingesh, what boots you guys currently wearing and the toughest opponent so far in the league you are up against? So which boots are you guys wearing?
I mean, like for myself, I'm wearing the Mercury Vapor. Yeah, even though previously I thought it was not very good this one because the ankle stability is not very good, but yeah, I think that's the one I'm wearing now.
I think it's still not good.
Yeah,
You're still missing it.
yeah, I think it's good that I need to change this boots because all the missed chances that I went through, yeah. And what was the Mercury toughest? Oh,
Emmeric, your boots.
I'm currently wearing a Mizuno Meridian Neo Beta. I think I've been wearing that for the past 2 to 3 years.
Is that the Rivaldo boots?
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, but it's the one that it's like a sort of a higher parts. Yeah, correct. So I think I've been wearing that for the past 2 3 years. Previously, I was wearing Adidas. So yeah, past 2 3 years I've been using Mizuno.
Okay. And the toughest opponent you have faced. So this is a direct opponent on the team.
If you're talking about direct opponent, I think because I'm playing centre back this year, I think it will have to be a striker. So I think it's Boris. I think Boris is someone who's very strong and he really knows where to run. He's a very intelligent player. So he can shoot, he can hit. So I mean, when you're up against someone who's very physical, it's not so easy because you can't be too close to him, can't give him too much space. So you have to be at a distance where it's just right. Yeah, so I think that's the toughest opponent.
Yourself, toughest opponent?
I think not really the toughest opponent, but I think some players that are quite commendable that this year that go up against. I think like Maxim is one of them, Diego, and even think Hilda also.
Right. Questions from Lingish. Okay. No. Emmeric, many players mention that they look up to you when it comes to career out of football. Do you feel pressure to impress on that aspect? Something our players look up to? Yeah, that's going to be one of our questions later. But yeah,
I think outside of football, I do some coaching and I do property. Yeah, so I think I think it is many players that have said that they think that it's easy and they think that there's a lot of money involved. And I can earn a lot of money and they mentioned that they want to take the course and how can they join the industry. Yeah, so I think I don't really feel pressured, but I feel that is what I can say is that sometimes on the outside it looks easy. I mean, it looks glamorous, it looks easy, it looks like well,
always look like a grass and
correct. It always looks like the money is important. Not important. It's very easy to earn. But I think that when you get into the industry, you feel that because ultimately this is being a property agent is self-employed. So it's not so easy as not as easy as it looks. I mean, for some people with some stroke of luck, you can be easy because maybe just nice you have some context. Yeah, so I think it's important that you still really work hard and sometimes you need that bit of luck and need that good circle of context.
Okay, and when do you start planning for this life after football? So when do you get into the property business? You mentioned in coaching as well. That one I didn't.
Okay, so I think he's doing everything. I think for property, I think I've been in property since 2019 when I was with Warriors, the last year of Warriors. I took together with Give of Back. Okay, so at that moment, a few of us took it together, but I passed my exam first. Yeah, so I think from then on, I didn't really start off that well. I mean, I started off slow. I think for property agent, it isn't that easy to start off as a property agent because there are a lot of upfront costs and sometimes it takes time for your circle of friends or for your
Gain credibility.
correct, yeah, to bring credibility and to get your name out there. And maybe sometimes it takes some time for people to realize that this guy's property agent, so I'll try to approach him. Yeah, so I think it took a while for me to build up and I think having COVID hitting the country or in the whole world, it actually helped the business instead. Yeah, I think when COVID first happened, I was thinking to myself that I just came to the industry and there's COVID and there's circuit breaker, so I was thinking, it's really a bad time now. This is not a good time. Yeah, but actually, contrary to it, I think it really give the property market a big boost. Yeah.
And what made you want to get into the property business in the first place?
Actually, I didn't have any intention of doing property. At that moment in Warriors, I was just doing some coaching during weekends and just football. Yeah, so I had quite a lot of free time in the day. Yeah, and one of my good friends, he was in property. He just joined about a year and a half. Yeah, so he was just telling me that, hey, why don't you have so much time? Why don't you just try to take? Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, since nothing to do, so I'll just try to take the exam. Yeah, so I think I passed in the first time. So I just joined him from there. Yeah, so I didn't know what to expect. So yeah, I just thought to him, okay, whatever that comes. I won't really like put a lot of time to do it. I will just try to do it on the side. Yeah, so I think, like I said, because of COVID, I think the demand and the business really good. So I think that's where it got better.
Okay, and where are you coaching at?
I coach at some schools. I was helping coach D1 with some schools and sometimes on weekends with leadership.
Oh, active as JV center.
Semi-final, coach Stephen.
Okay. I'll get to you soon on the coaching part. Again, for you, Emery, also with now Jordan in the new role, do you take the role of inspiring and guiding him?
I think for Jordan, he's relatively young, but I think for his age, he has quite a bit of experience playing. I think he went to the SEA Games, he played quite a few games in the league already. And I think one thing important for him is that I feel that he's very humble and he doesn't he has always been very respectful to all the senior players. So yeah, sometimes during the games or during training when we see that he can do something better, I think we feedback to him, not just me, I think Manu and Fabian, yeah, we'll feedback some things that he can improve on because he's a natural left footer playing on the left and side of the defense. Yeah, so I think it suits him better. Yeah, so he has been very receptive to whatever we said to him. Yeah, and I think he is positioned to take. I mean, if he really continues doing well, I think it's a matter of time before he makes it to the national team. All right.
Great. Okay, now Yusop is saying, which jersey brings more luck in your opinion, home or away kit? What do you think?
Can't really, I can't think of this now, but probably say wait, was wait.
Oh,
Yeah, what? Yeah.
yourself, do you believe in this?
For me, I think it doesn't really matter. I think so far we've won quite an even number of games with both colours. So yeah, I think to me it doesn't matter, and I think it's really just our style of play now that the opponents are afraid of.
Okay, aesthetically, which one you prefer? Looks nice. Which one?
Probably the white one. Because yeah, I like that.
Yeah, actually, I like the white ones.
Okay, right. Michael Ling is saying, guys, you have a super coach and mentor in Peter Liru. Balestier rise this season is no coincidence. Goes to show with good coaching and hard work, result will come. Yes, exactly true, Michael. About a matter of time, in fact, with coaching, mentality also. I think the boys already mentioned the mentality is brought to the team. I think that makes a difference. Of course, the team has always had a good team spirit, right? Even last season, every time speaking to the players, they've always mentioned the team had a good team spirit. I think it's all just adding up right now. You're seeing the fruits of the labor. Oh, Wailun, captain is saying, please give me a chance to speak.
Thank you, Wailun.
Abdul Musawe, Emmeric top player. Yeah, Musawe is a coach here in Balestier Khalsa. Hi, under 17 coach. Yusuf say, hi Wailun, when can play catching again? That's an interesting one. Okay, Ignatius, now you got a question from Lingesh. Ignatius, hope you don't mind my hard questions. I understand it is hard to make the first team and being subbed in, which occurs most to you. As and to be honest, you do shine as a super sub, but is there pressure to shine for you? There are other players also.
Yeah, I think I mean as much as possible as every player they want to be part of the first team, they want to contribute and start the games and play as many games as possible. But I mean if coach Peter feels that I'll be more effective off the bench, then I'll just continue to play my part and help the team. I think eventually it's team first before individual. And as much as possible I'll still try to push on. I mean we have a competition in team. So whoever shows push whoever gets his shots will think that play.
Okay. This one is asking, is saying actually, Iggy, my boys really enjoy your coaching sessions during AFA Topayo every week. Yeah, Iggy, so what's coming up? What's up with your coaching? Since the last we spoke,
Yeah,
how many more projects have you taken on?
I mean coaching has been something that I've been wanting to do since I think I was relatively young. I thought I was going to be a teacher, but eventually I chose a coaching path. And then now I'm trying to upgrade myself this year. I think I spoke to boss Darwin and he said that probably through the club they've tried to send me for courses. So I'm looking forward to do the B license this year, yeah, okay, together with Emmeric as well. Yeah, and also like I think coaching over the weekends, same as Emmeric, we help. Whenever we are free, we help out. I do help out at Toa Center because that's when I started off initially, and then over at St. first.
Okay. Oh, you also have a referral.
Yeah.
And any schools you're taking?
Schools, yeah. So that will be Coach One, Presbyterian Secondary.
That's in Bishan.
Bishan, yeah. I mean, eventually, not playing will be coaching is something I want to do, and hopefully, who knows, maybe one day I can give back to the club and probably help the youth team. After all, this is where I started off from. So,
I heard that AFA Topayo has very good TikTok coach.
yeah, Mr. Boom, Mr. Boom.
Lingesh. Okay. He's saying, for me, I think I'll white top blue short and red socks is best, but only at some away games that comes out. You like that combination, you guys?
Yes.
I think the first time we wore that combination, I think a few of us were laughing about it before we went out. Because we thought that
Look like Pepsi.
it's a little bit funny like the combination. Yeah. But I think eventually when we saw the pictures, I think it was not too bad. Not as bad as we thought it would be.
Okay. We have a loan shark as well. Daniel, go. Owe money, pay money, please. Okay, Daniel. Okay, take it easy, bro. Is that your alternative career? Joel Robert, our stadium announcer, former part of Passt as well. What's up, Tigers and Ras? What's up, Joel? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Akira saying, been following SPL more closely this season, and Balestier has been the most exciting team to watch. Good job to you guys. Compliment to you guys. You. Yusuf, does it also motivate the team now that Riora is actually in the race for the Golden Boot? Good question.
Yeah, I think that has been something that the team has been noticing. So I mean, it's not just putting Royals on penalties. I mean, all of us. Importantly, is the 3 points is the main thing. But I mean, we have also been keeping an eye for Royal. So I think we have been trying our best to win games and at the same time trying to hope that Royal can get something at the end of the season at the awards. So I think it has been something that our team has talked about. And but of course, importantly, is the 3 points and securing the fourth spot, even chasing for the third spot now is the priority.
How's he like communicating with you? Both on the page or off the page?
I think Roya has been joining us for breakfast every session, every after training session since the start of the year. So I think his English is picking up little bit by little bit. Yeah, not very good. I don't know, but yeah, we also try to help him, and I think he's a very fun guy to be around.
Do you guys know Japanese?
Some words hardly.
No,
You know,
Yeah.
you do not know anything. Okay. Lingesh is saying, Iggy, for me, I have a soft spot because during my playing days, I'm also a sub and want to shine, so the eagerness is there. Okay. Lingesh is also saying, I also feel you get a lot of backlash from social media. Don't upset and pay attention. For me, you do work hard and it will come. And once one goal in, the rest will continue. So that's encouragement for you, Iggy.
actually, I didn't even know there's a backlash about me. I don't even read the comments. So
Yeah, so on social media, like, do you guys stay away from comments, nasty comments, or even good comments? Do you pay attention to it, or you don't bother about it at all?
For me, I think it's natural that sometimes after games, especially if you are involved and we play, we sometimes go and check the comments if there are any talking about us or anything. But I think generally, I'm not too affected by it. I mean, I will just brush it away. Maybe unless it's something really directed personally or something. Yeah, but a normal negative comment or something, I don't think I take it very personally.
Yourself?
I think, like I just mentioned, I don't read the comments. I don't really care what's going on. Even though if I score, so I won't even look at the comments. Yeah, so what makes it different if I do not even play well? But I mean, my friends, they do tell me sometimes at times like, "Hey, there's this guy making such comment." And then sometimes I just wonder to myself, who's behind this? But I mean, this is part and parcel of football. We engage them, they watch us. Okay, that's all. I mean, free marketing.
Yeah, free speech. And also, has it ever got personal for the two of you? Like in the comment section, someone's attacking your family.
I think for me it hasn't. I think maybe more of us are not that famous yet. So I think we haven't really gotten to the point where there are a lot of comments about us or there's a lot of hype about us.
Okay, you.
Yeah, I think for myself, I'm not counted any results.
Okay. Wailun is saying, I think Iggy only pay attention to when he's coaching session. Okay.
Okay, I need to comment here. I think, yeah. So I think Wailun is probably
He's also a coach.
he's also doing coaching, and I think he forgets he's working for you. I think to sack him settle today. No more job for him.
Lingesh is saying, actually, for me, I feel that Gucci Boy, Miura Golden Boots is a team effort. I can see everyone wants it to be him. Yeah, I believe so as well. Yusuf has said he has golden hair, only need the golden boot now. I think referring to Yoda. Okay, guys, before we came on air, you're speaking about your friendship. I think maybe just share with us how long you guys have known each other, from when.
I think the earliest memory I have of Iggy was I think at that point we were playing under 16 league. I think Iggy was playing for Balestier under 15. I was for Tampines under 16. So I think we have met each other on the beach a few times, played against each other, but we haven't really played with each other. So we don't really know each other personally, but we know of each other's existence. Yeah, I think that my first vivid memory of Iggy, I think I told him about this before, was I think by then we were in the under 18 league. I think I was in Tampines under 18. He was in NFA 16, I think. Yeah, I think there was once we were playing at a sports school. I think I was directly up against Iggy.
Okay.
Then I think Iggy was against me, and I think he did a feint. So I think he did a feint. I think I bought the feint, and I got beaten by him, and he shot. I cannot remember if he scored or not. But that was when after that I went to look at like who is this Chinese guy? Like I don't really know him, but he's good, Yeah. So at that moment I was thinking, okay, who is this guy? And I know that he's from one batch below me because at that point they were in NFA 16, yeah. And at that point I think his batch 92 is they're very talented batch. Yeah. So I think that was my first really vivid memory of VP.
Oh, yeah, I think it makes quite lucky to be still playing now because I his career at a very young age by twisted his ankle. But to be honest, I can't remember this, but I think I will remember this. The first time I saw Emmeric, I swear I really hated this guy. Oh, because in the past there was this tournament. It's a 3 versus 3 tournament inside Novena Square. Okay, so for some reason there's a tournament just outside KFC now. Now they're ranked. I saw.
Is it called Tiger Street?
Yeah, I can't remember. It was some
three tournament in the course of Balestier.
Yeah. So like the board and the surrounded thing is on knee level. What is it?
Yeah,
On knee legs. Okay. Yeah, so there's this velocity 3 versus 3 tournament inside the shopping mall. So I was participating, and then I saw this guy because when I was watching, he was whacking everybody in the court. He was just kicking the ball. He doesn't even know how to play football. He just pushed people over the court, and he was knee level. And also, if you get tossed over, you will flip over. Don't you know what? I swear I hate this guy. Who is this guy? And then after that, I think God brought us together, and now we are quite close. Yeah. So I think me and Rick, we were roommates in Line 12. Yeah.
Oh, Lion Shows.
Yeah, we were in Line 12, but
Young Lions as well.
Young Lions. Oh yeah, before that it was Young Lions, and then Line 12. And then I think my friends were I think we're just fully yeah, because we didn't really play much back then. But we were roommates, and then we became Warriors, and now back in Balestier.
Yeah, we went for a tournament in Brunei together for 2 weeks. Yeah, so it was I think Hasana Puja. Yeah. See, I think at Brunei, I think all the SPL players know that there's not much to do in Brunei. And usually players even complain going there for like 2-3 days, but we were there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, so I think during that 2-3 weeks, we
The
were
bond
literally,
got closer.
yeah, and we were literally we didn't have much to do. We brought our laptop, we played Dota on the corridor of the hotel. We went to walk over opposite the hotel to play CS together. I mean, there was really nothing to do, so we really tried to find something. Yeah, so I think we've really shared a lot of time on and off the pitch together.
And this tournament, you were representing who?
We were playing for Singapore's under 22. Yeah, under 22.
Okay, a question for the two of you. Now that I know you both played for Lions 12, what's the experience like playing in Malaysian stadiums with that hostile atmosphere?
To be honest, I had very limited playing time. I think during that one whole year, I think I only played in the last game of the FA Cup, which was against, I can't remember the team now. But I played, I think, 20, 25 minutes the whole season. Yeah, but I mean, I don't blame the coach, but it was Coach Fanny. Yeah, because I think we were relatively inexperienced. Yeah, so I think he was also afraid to put us in. But
Even sitting on the bench at that time, right? Still
yeah,
was
correct. I think the overall, I still have to thank him for bringing us into the team. I think the overall the experience of being involved in the Lions 12, I think there was a big hype of Lions 12. Yeah. And of course, the experience of traveling overseas, you really have a feel of really going to away games. Yeah, and you experience the atmosphere of all these away games, all the hostile, like you said, the hostile away fans. Yeah, so I think it's something that until now is still deep in my memory. So I think it's something that I will never forget. And it was a good experience every year.
Okay.
Yourself?
I think for myself, I had literally no playing time over there. But I mean, I still owe it to Coach Mani for believing in me and bringing me on board. I mean, looking back at that team, we were literally training with, I think, the crop of national players back then. Most of them were in the national team. So I think I also did learn a few things during that whole year, even though I did not play. At the same time, I was in school. There was a lot of clashes. I came close, not many, but a few times when I was on bench, but eventually I didn't came on. So, I mean, it was still a good memory.
Okay. Lingesh is asking another question, an open question to both players. Looking at what's available now for aspiring footballers, girls also, do you guys envy or feel it was better the old way?
Meaning it was better. Football was better last time. I think maybe that's what English meant. I think overall, for aspiring players, like even for girls now, I think what they have the advantage of now is that they have the advantage of technology, and they can easily access a YouTube to watch videos of players doing this skill, that skill, or like rewatching matches. I think in our time we didn't have the luxury of that. I think what we had to do was just go down the void deck. You ask your neighbor, you ask your good friend, you want to go and kick a ball, or not, or shoot off on nearby. I mean that's what we could do last time. That was the only thing we could do last time. We didn't have the luxury to you want to watch a video and try something in the video. Yeah, we didn't really have that. Yeah, so I think that's something that I feel that the kids these days have the advantage. They can make use of this technology to improve their technique or improve the things that they want to work on. Want to do.
Good. The next one, I think, for you, Iggy. Guys, don't get me wrong, and not playing the race card here, but I feel that it's important that we have more Chinese coaches to inspire the majority race, at least in the initial stages. Your views, both players. Let's go with yours, Iggy, since you are entrenched in the coaching system.
I mean, if you are in Singapore, I think patient comes first. So definitely, I think parents, before they want to enroll their son, they'll be thinking, what can football give you a career? Yeah. So I mean, me, I think we have been through quite a good footballing career, and you can see Emmeric now is also a agent. Yeah, see all the things we talk just now, I was just nodding to myself because he's the richest. Yeah, but he every time asks about pay for his food. That's how he get rich. Yeah, but I mean, so I think if I'm not wrong, now we have I think Vaidi Kaizan or at FAS, and I think he's one of the stepping stone for all the players to transit into other careers after their football career. So at least now there is something to look forward to, or there's option for players. Initially, probably there wasn't something like that. So if I'm not wrong, there's more things we are working on. So I think it's good. And so now there's this initial role, and they try to bring football back again, simple football back again. And yeah, so hopefully there'll be more players enter the race or whatnot come on.
Okay. So Madhu is asking the two of you, possible to drop by to take photo with you superstars.
Whether we can come anytime. Okay, to respond to the Lingesh question, I think it's important that sometimes the majority race, I think because we make up more than three-quarters of Singapore's population. So I think surely there'll be a talent there. But I think important is we have to change the mindset of parents because I think importantly for youth players is the parents to give the ultimate support lah. Yeah, players.
Okay. Question by Yusopi Yusuf. What motivated both of you to continue playing football despite all the negativity, comments, and views of the public, even though some said they support local football?
I think a lot of negative comments come because a lot of these supporters are like disappointed with the football and with the whole the result of the whole national team and of course through the youth teams. Yeah. So I think generally I think football is still the number one sport in Singapore, no doubt. And I'm sure there are a lot of people and fans who really care about Singapore football and they really want us to do well. But I mean, it's come to a stage where when the results don't go our way, that's when a lot of fans are the one that turn against us. So I think if we start winning and we start doing well, I think that's when they will turn positive and they will start supporting us again. So I think it's still ultimately up to us players and the national team players to try to do well and get some results to get more to win more fans over.
Okay. At this point, I'm just going to take a bit of a break. Emmeric, can you just go and finish off?
Who's that? Is it Madu? I think Madu. I think it's Madu.
So we have a bit of what? What do you do? Describe it.
It's really Madu, guys. Madu, come.
Oh my!
I'm here for a picture and I'm gone. Madu,
It is coming Madhu making a. Hey.
Okay, see you guys. Thanks for the photo.
You're nothing us. You're live now.
Only as initial someone.
And it is Madhu making a friendly appearance. Yeah, you want to add on to that? What the negative comments?
I mean, I think football, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And I mean, that's part and parcel of football as well. So, as players, I think we just try to give our best and whatever comes after that, we'll just take it.
Okay. That's one is asking, can we keep up the good form and be top three at the end of the season? Quick answer, guys.
I think we are only like 6 points behind LCS now. I mean, given the run of fixtures left, I think it's not impossible for us. I think if we win our one next game, I think the pressure will be on Man City to keep the gap. So I think it's something that of course we are aiming for.
You?
I think now that we as players will discuss and we'll talk about it, we are actually behind Zealand with 6 points. I mean, we are closer than ever than before. So, like I said, I think even though Coach Peter, he's also reminding us during training not to sleep up, don't give this away. And I think we'll take each game as it comes.
Okay. Daniel Go is asking Emmerich, why you always need to take 10%?
Then don't ask this year. Tomorrow that I talk to you about this.
Okay. Adit is asking for Emmerich, which is better, clean sheet or game-winning goal, and for Iggy, goal or assist.
I mean, as a defender, of course, clean sheet is what we work for. But I mean, if it's a clean sheet and the game is 0-0, I think there's no point in it. So obviously, it will be a game winning goal for me. I think that's a
Iggy?
I think for me, either one is equally fine. I mean, every game that I play, no matter the minutes, I try to either score or at least provide an assist.
Okay. Daniel Go again for Iggy. How is Joyce? How is Joyce, Iggy?
Joyce is actually our teacher in charge in our school.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
which school is that?
coach up at the parents, and she's also one of our good friends also.
Okay.
Yeah, even Maru's friend. So, but I don't know why this Daniel Go keep mentioning about we need to like Joyce.
Akira is asking question for Emmerich. Given the defensive issues and individual mistakes at the back this season, how do you guys work to improve your performances at the back?
Yeah, I think this year, I mean, defensively, we've leaked quite a bit of goals. I think quite a few individual mistakes, but I think it's something that Coach Peter has highlighted to us that most of the goals that we give away is either from set pieces or from our own individual mistakes. So I think he has always reminded us to be always focused 100% of the time, even after the 90th minute extra time ended me. I think we considered a few goals late in the game also, even though they have won the game. Yeah, so I think this is something that he has reiterated to us many times that we need to be on our toes and be 100% focused the whole match.
Okay. Yusuf is saying my childhood hero is there also. So then shout out to Madhu. He's still here, Yusuf. Ivan Tan is saying, will there be more interactions with your under 15, under 17, and under 21 teams to inspire them and immerse them in club's culture? Not too sure. Ivan, are you referring to me or are you referring to the players? But in our case, I think if they are available, I think we will be happy to speak to them. I think it's a matter of availability because normally at this time they'll be training, so that is why we've not spoken as much to them. But you guys, have you been speaking to this place?
I think because of their schedule, they have so most of the time there are some under 21 players who come up to train with us, but I think because of like I said their school schedule, sometimes they have school and at this kind of timing they are either training late till about 8 9 plus. Yeah, so other than that, I think some of us as pure players also go down to play for the under 21 teams. Yeah, so I think there's some interaction with more of the under 21 teams, but not much with the under 15, under 17 teams.
Iggy?
I think similar to what Emmeric said, I think there will be players who are in the under 21 team that when the coaches feel they are good enough, they always want to come and train with us. So I think that's the closest interaction we have. Probably the youth team we have not too much, but I mean who knows, probably even if there's good players in the under 15, under 17, they can eventually play in the under 21. I mean now in these modern days, if you're good enough, you're old enough, you know,
Yeah.
the age barrier is not a problem. Okay.
Adit is saying the two superstars taking pictures with their fans. How sweet.
Yes.
Daniel is still insisting on asking you how his Joyce. He
So I think probably he was doing his neighbor's Wi-Fi, so he sent too many times. That's what I do actually, you know, when we go for conversation. Iki, can you on hotspot? Iki, can I lend hotspot? Iki, that's what
that's what's happening. Okay. Okay. One question before I go to mine. Lingesh, guys, as our club is not backed up by huge investors and we are a community-based club, in fact, with the Sikh community, do you guys, if finish your playing days with our club, intend to contribute as volunteers and helping out in other management duties, like arranging water, etc.? Because I feel we are in the process of great growth and need the help we can get. I feel speaking for myself. Okay.
I think in this aspect, after we finish our career, I mean, if there's an opportunity, I think we will. I mean, for us, because we are very involved in coaching, so I think we will surely be interested if there's an opportunity for us to help out maybe the under 15, under 17, or under 21 teams as an assistant coach, or maybe like fitness coach or something, anything that we are qualified for. So I think, yeah, we probably have in that capacity.
Iki, I think for me, once I'm how do I say, once I do my coaching batch and I'm eligible, probably like I mentioned earlier, it will be good if I can come back to the club and give back to the club where I first started. So that's probably in a coaching role, but definitely not the management.
Okay. I got questions for the two of you, something more fun. Okay. So the first question is, what is one thing that Emery cannot live without? That's for you.
Okay.
Answer now.
His phone. He's always on his phone.
Okay. Emery, for you, what is the one thing that Iggy cannot live without?
Uh, Actually, there are quite a few things, but maybe I would say is
Royce?
uh Iggy. Actually, I don't really know. I don't really know. There are two things. There are a few things that maybe I cannot say here, but
Oh,
I think
controversial. Okay,
I think Iggy always need to have his like every time before trainings or before going anywhere, he always has bread in his hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, Iggy. So if one day you wake up as Emery, what would you
Spend money.
do? And Emery, if one day you wake up as Iggy, what would you do?
I think the first thing is I'll check how many coaching sessions he has in a month because I think he's packed coaching sessions. So I will check. I think he has a private notebook in his phone that I want to check for the longest time.
Okay. Okay, Emery, which club did Iggy make his professional S League debut for? And if you can, name the team he played against. Maybe the same question for you.
I think it is first should be for girl.
Okay, Hassan, your first SPL debut.
I think probably will be that's a proper debut, but I think one if I can recall is the Young Lions. We played against the toy. I think for some reason the Young Lions team was not there. And then I think the NFA
But-
against the club. Maybe but
You should know it's your debut.
yeah, that's I can't remember. So,
I'm relying on
When
you.
Hougang Primary you didn't yes.
I did, yeah. That is also sport. So
Yeah, so I think that was your first
proper. Yeah.
Okay, for Henry,
I think I made one was he was playing for Hougang Primary. Yeah, then he go on to represent Hougang as a team against
is that correct?
Yeah, I think it was in 2011. I was still registered under this primary team. Back then, the coach was the SC coach was Ignatius. So I think he has been I've been training the SC team. So I think it was the first game of season in 2011 against Bullets.
Okay. Okay, the both of you, which player has pleasantly surprised you? I mean, this guy you do not know in beforehand, then suddenly he's your teammate now he's pleasantly surprised you.
I think it has to be Manu. I've known Manu since he was a small baby. Okay, I think this season, especially for our team, I think probably if you say for Iggy, it has to be Fudil. I think previously when he came for he actually came for trials with us before he was signed. Yeah, so I think he did really well in training sessions and in some friendly matches, and I think he has also shown over the course of the season that he didn't start so well, but I think over the course of the season he has been quite stable both defensively and also offering himself in attack. So I think even though he's someone who hasn't played the SC at all, he has shown that he can cope with the demands of the league.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would agree with that with Julio. I think another player that not really surprised me, but showed that he's really more potential to achieve more things definitely Roya. Because if you look back, I think last year we played actually even more games compared to this year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, and he only had 10 goals, but now after the last game, I'm like, wow, like 20 goals. Because I remember when I think just last month he was only on 13 or 14 goals, and I was asking him, how many goals you want in this year? He said, well, 20. And then for the next few weeks, I asked him, and he said 25. You know, he keeps setting his targets for himself. And I think he's on course of achieving it. And as teammates, we try to achieve it. So, okay.
Which player has the biggest appetite?
Biggest appetite. I think
Roya and myself.
I think they're actually
Oh,
yeah. Roya usually when he orders food, sometimes he orders extra. Masa similarly. I think Masa there was once I think was it Masa who ordered 2 or 3 meats. I think that's once we went to the hawker center.
Yeah, I think you're Roya and myself because every time when we eat and can't finish, we will ask finish. Yeah, and also Masa, I think he mentioned the last game because actually Masa, I think he played a very good game last game. He was running all around the whole shop. And then I think we asked him, hey, Masa, what do you eat today? So, oh, I eat 2 breakfast, 2 lunch. Yeah, yeah. So probably I think it's it.
Okay. Which of the teammates dance very well?
So I think I said this before before we started. I think it has to be Iggy, but maybe you can ask him to show us one dance. No.
Come on, you know.
It's too Give me, I think Wailun. I mean, like me and Wailun, we actually had some celebration plan in the last few games, but and then we said, okay, we'll agree on this dance, but I was so close to scoring and I didn't score, and I think I let him down. Now doesn't talk to me. Hopefully the next game we are able to do it. Please watching, don't give up on me, okay?
Okay. If you could suggest an alternative career for Peter, what would it be?
That means totally out.
Yeah, totally out of
I think he can be like a discipline master, maybe. Probably in teaching. Because I think he has that authority with him when he speaks. So I think when he speaks to especially, I mean, even when he speaks to us adults, I think we also feel that we are slightly intimidated by sometimes what he says. Yeah, so he gains the respect of us, and I think he usually gain the respect of our students. Okay.
I think Peter makes a good engine. As Singapore Army, because he has this fierce and stern look, Yeah. So
Not the model.
model, I don't know.
Okay, on that question on Peter as well, Yusuf is asking, did Peter give the hair dryer treatment due to some goals considered in some of the weirdest ways? Weirdest way, example, the last match and the match before.
I think not really. He didn't really to give us that treatment, but I think he has always told us that like I said previously about the goals we considered that he has always told us to maintain our focus 100% throughout the match and not to give the opponents any chance at all, and then leave on our own. Yeah, so I think he has always reiterated to us to keep our focus and yeah, not let the opponents have any chances.
Okay. And last question from me would be complete sentence. Okay. You guys have 5 seconds. Okay.
Both must answer.
Both answer. Don Darwin is a boss.
Good
That's
boss.
very fast.
One word only.
Oh, as many words as
Okay, he's a good boss.
okay. But that was very fast. Really good. On your toes, on your toes. Yeah. Lingesh is saying recently, guys, there is buzz with mental health with that Ali, the Delhi Ali actually should be interview and with FAS getting mental health coach for the Singapore team. Do you feel this is important and was there a time you feel you needed it?
Yeah, I think sometimes when it comes to athletes and like males, I think it's something that is always not talked about, and I think personally, Iggy and I don't think we really need it, but I think it's something that it should be offered to players, and we should have the option of that. Yeah, so I think it's something that FAS has done well to get someone in for that.
Okay, Yusuf is asking, did the signing of Koza somehow gave a boost to the team in your opinion?
Yeah, I think Ellen was someone we needed last season. Yeah, the guy who cleans up and does the hard work, and so considering the style of
Reads the game well.
he reads the games well, and he gives good balls. He gives good ball, and I mean basically protecting the back four and being the pivot to playing out on the back. So I think he gives us a lot of stability and also confidence playing from the back. The way we play.
Emmeric, your friend Daniel Go is saying, my grandmother house want to sell. I need help, but one problem is the house is burned. There's fire outbreak that time. How are you going to handle? What a question.
Then that's why you don't call me, you call 995 in front of the SCDF, don't call me.
I think I'm quite surprised Daniel can type at least 4 sentences. Usually he can't even speak more than 4 words.
And Lingus is asking, is there one club that you want to resurrect back to SPL? Which club would it be?
I think Iggy and I, even Madu here, we've all played for Warriors. I mean, I think even though we didn't really have a positive end to our stint in Warriors, I think it has been an established club and it's still the most successful club in the SPL. So I think we still wish, for me, I still wish to see Warriors back in it.
Same?
Yeah, same from
Okay. Amirul Imran, former teammate, saying hello, coaches.
he's a coach himself.
Yeah, I think Amir now is an up and coming coach. I think there's been rumors about him making it to the national team soon.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah. Actually, it's everywhere. You'll see him for sure somewhere.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Where's he coaching now?
Everywhere.
You think of his name.
Anywhere you need a coach,
Yeah.
Amirul is there.
Everywhere.
Okay, why you saying yala yala? I say you say me.
Yeah, I will let you know, don't worry.
And Lingesh saying, Iggy, you'll get a victory dance with Wailun. Just work hard, bro. I have the faith.
Thank you, Nikesh.
All right. So that's that's the end, man. That's been a quite good show, guys. Thanks for sharing all your thoughts and opinions, everything that you have. Of course, Emmeric has outspoken you, Iggy,
No.
and he spoke quite well, right?
Yes,
Well spoken guy.
He also talk.
He has the ways.
He love people. He hypnotize them.
He has the ways.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, guys, just a reminder, let them know maybe a final word for the fans, where to watch next match, what's the next match coming up, etc.
I think our next match is against Hougang, I think at Bishan.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's this coming Friday. Yeah, so I think I feel that we've created, like Coach Peter has always told us, that we've created a buzz around the club, created a lot of positivity around the club, and like there's quite a good following now. And yeah, a lot of there's even now the BKTV. Yeah. So I think it's something that all started because of what we've shown on the pitch. So I think we hope to continue what we've shown and continue with the good results, and hopefully we can make it 5 wins in a row on Friday.
Right. Iggy,
Yeah.
any last words for fans?
Yeah, I mean, continue to support us, and I think our direct club supporter linkage, we saw his open letter.
Yes.
We saw his open letter to the club and to the players. So just to let you know that all players have already read it, and we appreciate it and appreciated his support, and also to to the rest to continue supporting us, and whenever we fall short, there's
To keep supporting them, yeah.
keep supporting.
Don't lose
Yes,
faith. Yeah.
Everyone is giving their best because we all know what's at stake.
Yeah, for sure. Because football, anything can happen, right? You can win a game, you can lose a game, but always keep supporting the boys. All right, it's me, Ras, now signing off. Ivan Tan, all the best for the remaining matches.
Okay.
Cheers. And it's a wrap. Ciao.